In this video, let us solve some examples based on the theorems that we have studied. The first example says, if two intersecting chords of a circle make equal angles with the diameter passing through their point of intersection, prove that the chords are equal. So you have a circle and there are two chords which intersect each other. So you have chord AB and chord CD which are intersecting each other at this point E. Now these two chords which are intersecting, they make equal angles with the diameter of the circle. Okay, so these two chords, they make angles which are equal. Okay, they make equal angles with the diameter. The diameter of the circle is PQ. So these two chords, they make equal angles with the diameter of the circle which passes through their point of intersection. So this diameter passes through the point E because E is the point of intersection of chords AB and CD. So chord AB makes this angle with the diameter and chord CD makes this angle with the diameter PQ. So the question says this angle is equal to this angle. So the intersecting chords of a circle make equal angles with the diameter, okay, equal angles with the diameter which passes through their point of intersection. Now you have to prove that the chords are equal. So you have to prove AB is equal to CD. Once again, the question says, if you have two intersecting chords, okay, such that the point of intersection lies on the diameter of the chord and these chords make equal angles with the diameter, then these two chords should be equal. So you have to prove that chord AB is equal to chord CD. So let us write down what is given to us. It is given that A, B and CD are two chords of a circle. Okay, and the center of the circle is O and these two chords intersect at the point E. What else is given to you? That PQ is the diameter of the circle and PQ is the diameter passing through the intersection E of the chords. So the diameter is passing through the intersection E of the chords. And what is given to you? That the angles made by the chords with the diameter are equal. So this angle will be equal to this angle, correct? So angle BEQ, this is the angle made by chord AB with the diameter PQ. So this angle, that is angle BEQ, is equal to angle DEQ. What do you have to prove? You have to prove that AB is equal to CD. Now let us do some constructions here so that we can prove the theorem. Now what we are doing here is we are drawing the perpendiculars OF and OG on the chords. Okay, what we are drawing is we are drawing perpendiculars OF and OG on the chords. So this is perpendicular OF on the chord AB and OG is a perpendicular drawn on the chord CD. Now why we are drawing the perpendiculars? Any idea? You have just learned the theorem that if these two perpendiculars are equal, then the chords should be equal. Okay, you just learned the theorem that says if the perpendiculars are equal or the distance of the point or distance of the center of the circle to the chord, okay, this is the center of the circle to the chords are equal, then the chords also should be equal. Now if I show that this is equal to this, then from the theorem I can say this line segment or this chord AB will be equal to chord CD. So that is the reason I have joined or drawn perpendiculars OF and OG to the chords AB and CD respectively. Now in order to show that this is equal to this, I will have to consider these two triangles. So if I show that these two triangles are congruent, Then by CPCT I can say this side is equal to this side. So let us take the two triangles, triangle OFE, triangle OFE and triangle OGE. Let us take the triangle OFE and triangle OGE. Now in this triangle, angle FEO is equal to angle FEO is equal to angle GEO. This angle is equal to this angle. What is the reason? You know, this angle and this angle are equal, already given in the question. If this is equal, then this also is equal, right? So if you have something like this and you take any 2 points here, and this is a common angle, correct? If I take this as ABC and this is DE, now this angle ABC is equal, then this angle is also part of that. So instead of taking this big angle, I can take even this, correct? This also will have the same angle. So angle FEO will be equal to angle GEO. What is the reason? Because we know angle BEQ is equal to angle DEQ. So this is a FEO is part of this angle, correct? So it is the same angle. And GEO is the same angle as DEO. So I can take this. So these two angles are equal. Then this is equal to this side. OE or EO is equal to EO because it is a common side. Okay, so I got two conditions. Now I have to find the third condition. Now if you look at this figure, angle OFB and angle OFE, they form a linear pair, correct? So if you have something like this, okay, then this angle, say this is angle 1 and angle 2, then this angle 1 plus angle 2, okay, they are said to form linear pair, means their sum is equal to 180. Get a straight line when you join the angles or when you add the angles. So angle 1 and 2 is said to form a linear pair. So the sum of the angles is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so with that same thing, if you take this line segment, then you know this angle should be equal to, or this angle plus this angle should give you, this gives you a straight line, correct? This angle plus this angle gives you this straight line. So this angle plus this angle should be equal to 180 degrees, correct? So angle OFB, angle OFB and angle OFE is equal to 180 degrees because they form linear pair. What is angle OFB? This is a perpendicular which is drawn. So angle OFB will be equal to 90 degrees, correct? So what will be angle OFE? This also will be equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so angle OFE also will be equal to 90 degrees because the sum has to be equal to 180 degrees. Similarly, what about this angle? This angle plus this angle is 180 degrees. This is 90 degrees. So this angle also has to be 90 degrees because the sum has to be 180 degrees. 90 plus 90 will give you 180 degrees. So the third condition is here, angle OFE, okay, angle OFE should be equal to angle OGE is equal to angle OGE. Okay, so you got three conditions here. So what can you say? Since you have got three conditions, these two triangles are congruent. By which test? You have angle, side, angle, correct? Okay, so you have triangle OFE is congruent to triangle OGE by ASA test. Therefore, if these two triangles are congruent, then I can say this side is equal to these two triangles we have considered. So if the two triangles are congruent, this side should be equal to this side. So OG is equal to OF, or OF is equal to OG. Now if OF is equal to OG, then I can say AB is equal to CD. Why? If OF is equal to AG, then AB should be equal to CD. What is the reason? We know that if the distance of the chord from the centers are equal, then the chords should be equal. This is the theorem that we studied. So from that theorem I can say AB is equal to CD. Chords equidistant from the center of a circle are also equal. So we have proved this with an example of using the theorem. Now let us solve another example. This example says two circles 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters intersect at 2 points. Okay, they intersect at 2 points and the distance between their centers is 4 centimeters. Find the length of the common chord. So you have one circle of 5 centimeters radius and another circle of 3 centimeters radius, and these two circles are intersecting at these 2 points. Okay, this circle and this circle are intersecting at the point A and B. What else is given to you? And the distance between their centers is 4 centimeters. So this is the center, O is the center of this circle and S is the center of the other circle. Then this distance is 4 centimeters. Now you have to find the length of the common chord. Okay, so if you see, the chord is such that if you have a circle chord, the endpoints of the chord should lie on the circle. So the chord should be joined from the intersection of the two circles, correct? So this is the common chord, or this chord is common to this circle as well as this circle. Now I have to find the length of this chord. So I have to find AB. To find AB, what I have done is, this is the radius of the circle. So this is 5 centimeters and radius of this circle is 3 centimeters. So let us take the triangle AOM. Now you know that this chord makes an angle, or you have already learned the theorem that perpendicular from the center to the chord is 90 degrees. Or if you join, this is a perpendicular, this will be at 90 degrees with the chord. Okay, this you have already learned. So now what we'll do is, we'll take triangle AOM. Now by Pythagoras theorem, you know hypotenuse the whole square is sum of the squares of the sides. So AO square is equal to AM square plus OM square. What is OA square or AO square is 5 square is equal to AM square plus OM square. 5 square is 25 is equal to AM square plus OM square. Okay. Now if you look at the figure, you know that OS is what? OS is OM plus MS, correct? OS is equal to OM plus MS. So what will be OM? OM will be OS minus MS will be equal to OM, correct? OM will be OS minus MS. So OM is OS minus MS. So that if I substitute for OM, I'll get 25 square is equal to AM square plus, for OM I'm substituting 4 minus MS. So 4 minus MS the whole square. So I get 25 is equal to AM square. This is A minus B the whole square formula. So 4 square is 16. 16 minus 4 to the 8 MS plus MS square. Now what I want is, I want to find this, correct? So I'll isolate AM square. So I get 25. I'm keeping AM this side and shifting all the other terms on the other side. So 25 minus 16 plus 8 MS minus MS the whole square is equal to AM square. 25 minus 16 is 9. So 9 plus 8 MS minus MS square is equal to AM square. So AM square is 9 plus 8 MS minus MS square. So I have expressed the equation in terms of AM square. Now let us take the next triangle AMS. Again, if I apply Pythagoras theorem, then AS square is equal to AM square plus MS square. Okay, so AS square is AM square plus MS square. AS is 3 centimeters, 3 square is 9. So 9 is equal to AM square plus MS square. I want AM square. Okay, so I shift this term on the other side. So I get 9 minus MS square is equal to AM square. So AM square is equal to 9 minus MS square. Now AM square is this as well as AM square is this. So I can equate 1 and 2. So when I equate 1 and 2, I'll get 9 plus 8 MS minus MS square is equal to 9 minus MS square. Now minus MS square, 9 minus 9 MS square will get cancelled. 9 and 9 will get cancelled. So what remains here is 8 MS, and here what remains is 0. So 8 MS is equal to 0, means MS is equal to 0. Correct? Now substituting MS is equal to 0 in 1 or in 2, I will get AM square is equal to 9 minus MS is 0. So 9 minus 0. AM square is equal to 9. So AM has to be plus or minus 3. Now AM is the length of this chord. So it cannot be negative. Length cannot be negative. Therefore AM is equal to plus 3 centimeters. So now we got AM. But you are asked to find the length of the chord. So full AB I want. But you know that if OM is perpendicular, then perpendicular which is drawn from the center of the chord, it bisects the chord. Correct? So it divides the chord into two equal parts. So since this is a perpendicular, it will bisect the chord AB. So AM will be equal to MB. Correct? So we know that perpendicular from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Therefore AM is equal to MB. Okay, AM is equal to MB. Now AM is 3 centimeters. So MB also will be equal to 3 centimeters. So AM and MB are equal. Now what is AB? AB is AM plus MB, correct? AB is AM plus MB. AM is also 3 centimeters. MB is also 3 centimeters. So AB is 6 centimeters. Therefore, the length of the chord is 6 centimeters. This is how we can use the theorems that we have studied to solve problems.